Hey everyone, Matt Beamer here. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week at In the Marbles. We have a lot to talk about. We have to cover Atlanta and its three major series going there. IndyCar has returned to Texas and the Martinsville race. Let's get into it. Strange scheduling continues here at In the Marbles, but we are so happy that you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, everyone. I'm Matt Beamer across the table from Preston Lude. Preston, how's it going?
It's going well.
All right, man. Well, we have a lot to talk about, a lot of interesting things this week. Racing, IndyCar has returned to Texas. Martinsville had its first night race ever. And Atlanta, all three series at Atlanta. And now we're looking forward to Homestead and...
We get all three series again this weekend.
Yeah, and a quadruple header.
Yes.
4 races going on this weekend.
Who's racing 2? Is it the truck series?
Xfinity is racing 2.
Okay, it's Xfinity.
Yep, Xfinity's racing 2. We're going to get into all that. But first and foremost, how's it been, buddy?
Things are well.
Good.
Sort of. But it's a lot of moving parts like usual.
Right.
Just got an MRI coming up.
All right, best of luck to that.
On medications, no longer on them, though.
Well, that's good.
Well, we'll see if it wasn't really so good to begin with, so...
Oh, man.
I ended it a little early, let's put it that way.
Well, we're under a T-boomer here in Somerville, South Carolina now.
It's really going down
But
out
we're
there.
really excited here. We finally have YouTube figured out.
Yes,
as far as that. So,
finally.
Folks, if you're listening to this, go on our YouTube channel. Next week, I'll post it online on Facebook and Twitter where you can find us, and it should be out by then. Then you can actually see the show, and hopefully we'll put them out, get to the point where we can put them out in conjunction with each other.
Right.
It's just going to take a lot of editing from one person. Bear with us. At least we got it going on.
Yeah.
I'm excited, though.
Oh, yeah. Progress is being made.
Progress is being made. We are also launching a Twitch channel.
Oh, are we?
Twitch.tv/InTheMarbles2 /InTheMarbles2.
Okay.
We were going to do it yesterday with Charlie. He just started iRacing. He raced in the rookie class, and I spotted for him. We've got to clear some stuff up on his end as far as sound and getting everything squared away. But that went well. Initial test went well. I'll show you the video later, and we'll post it up on YouTube.
How did he do?
He finished 4th, but he got into 14 accidents. 14 incidents.
I'm sorry, oh my, okay. All right.
And when I say incidents, he didn't spin out like 14 times. He got caught up in a wreck on lap 1. Mm-hmm. Then he was trying to pass a guy, hit the apron, got loose, and into him.
Oh, well.
And he started running well. He was in 7th, and then he was slowly making his way up because people were messing up. And then this one guy, he's from New Zealand, I think, got mad and was hunting him down, and he wrecked him.
Oh.
Twice.
Oh.
And so it was so funny because I told him, watch out for this guy. Don't go anywhere near him because I know he's going to be trouble.
Yeah.
He then couldn't hear me. Hence, we got to fix the issues before we start the spotter's corner, as I'm going to call it, in the Marbles.
I like that. I get it now. Okay. All right, so that's why.
But we have a lot of news.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot of moving parts here in NASCAR, so we're going to go ahead and get into the news. All right. So the first piece of news I got, it's a really big piece, and it probably isn't what you're thinking. Homestead and Talladega are now slowly going to allow fans back. NASCAR fans are starting to come back to the track. Homestead and Talladega are going to be the first 2 tracks in order to do that. Homestead's only going to do it for the Cup race. The 2 Xfinity races and the truck race are not going to have fans.
Right.
However, Homestead's going to have up to 1,000 guests in the stands, guests of the track. The track's owned by Miami, so it looks like military personnel up to 1,000 are going to be at the track. But Talladega is going to have up to 5,000 fans in the stands.
Yes.
I'm sure they got to meet certain criterias. I don't know. I've read somewhere they got to wear masks.
They do. There was an article that came out about that. There's, of course, the mask. There's strict social distancing. There's no tailgating. They can only bring in a certain size cooler.
Which is the rule anyway here at
NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Food you bring in, it has to be already prepackaged. They're going to
so
have
if you make sandwiches, does that not count?
I mean, I think it would count, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I always pack peanut butter and jelly sandwiches myself going to races. I find it easy.
Make hot dogs.
Yeah. Well, you can't tailgate.
Well, I mean, okay. So when we go to Darlington, sometimes I'll either make them in the morning before we leave. It's it's only a 2-hour drive to the track, or we make them when we're there if we're tailgating there all day long. But
Well, hence the PB and J, just slap a couple pieces together. But I see your point, man.
yeah, or we just swing by a grocery store and head to the frozen, well, not the frozen section, but the deli section.
Yeah,
they always
make-
have the
make some
prepackaged-
sandwiches.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. There's a lot of rules to follow by it, but
There are,
I'm
and
sure people will be okay with that.
I would be too. I wish I could go. I can't.
Yeah,
I could drive down to Miami.
could.
I'm not going to.
No.
I could go to Talladega.
That's a long way to go.
And even Talladega's not that bad.
Oh, I don't even know how far of a drive that is.
Not to me. It's about 7 hours.
Oh,
6,
that's
7
not bad.
hours.
That's-
It's not
that's
bad at
fine.
all.
It's fine.
All right. You got any news?
Yeah, so there's wait, whoa. Did you see that light come through the window there?
No, I didn't.
Saw that.
All right. Like I said,
So,
we're literally right below a thunderstorm going
Yeah.
through. Hopefully that doesn't hit and ruin anything.
no, let's hope not. So, Nashville Speedway, the host of the Cup
Ah,
Series
yes.
race next year, which is exciting because Maples has already been hitting me up saying, "Hey, you need to go ahead and plan to get up here next year." So,
Did he invite me?
well, I think that was like kind of like an open invitation for both of us.
Okay, he opened the invitation for both of us. I'm
Sure.
happy about that.
He stays in the Knoxville area, so
Okay.
not a bad drive over.
No, I wouldn't say at all, but I'm looking forward to that. A lot of people say it's the wrong Nashville track, but I see expansion right there. They're taking away
Yeah.
a Dover race to go there, which is fine by me. Dover is an okay race, but I think limiting it to one a year is more than enough.
I could be okay with that, with just with one.
I'd be okay with a lot of tracks just having one event through for a year. But
So, according to Twitter, a lady I follow, Jenna Fryer, who is a reporter, did a piece saying that Tony Stewart's not going to race in the Xfinity Series.
I
road
saw that.
course.
Yep.
So that's another big. Well, I thought it was a pretty big piece of news. I guess he was just doing that for the fans. But since they're not going to have any fans,
Yeah.
since after Talladega, they've already announced that there's
Yeah, I
multiple
read
races after that will not have.
I
any
read
fans
that
still.
too, that Indianapolis is not having fans for the Indianapolis Grand Prix coming on July 4th, as well as the Cup race
Mm-hmm.
going on that same weekend. That's unfortunate. And I don't blame Tony Stewart for backing out. If he's doing it for the fans and the fans aren't going to be there, why spend the money and
Right, exactly.
do that?
So Jeff Gluck also talked about John Bobo and NASCAR would neither, he didn't want to talk about. He declined to say one way or another whether anyone was testing positive for COVID-19 or not.
Right.
Yet in NASCAR, which I guess Jeff Gluck is trying to raise some questions as to is anybody really testing or do they just not want to say anything about it?
I don't know. That's a conspiracy theory. That sounds like to me from Jeff Gluck.
I mean, I enjoy Jeff Gluck's pieces that he comes out with.
No, he comes out with some good stuff, but I don't read too much into it, to be honest with you.
And of course, the other big piece of news that came out yesterday, NASCAR banning Confederate flags from tracks now.
We're going to get more into that on the Hey Man segment.
Okay. all
Because
right.
I feel that's more of a Hey Man type
Right.
deal.
Well, do
because-
you have a opinion on it?
You'll see during Hey Man. Stay tuned for Hey
All
Man.
right. Okay.
Because
that sounds good then.
it's. But speaking of that, and it kind of a related story, Richard Petty Motorsports considering renewing Bubba Wallace's contract through 2021.
Okay. I did not hear about that.
And the last 2 seasons, I guess decent for Bubba Wallace. I want to say he's
Yeah.
like a lot of people will be going after him
right.
as far as his talent wise. In 2018, one top 560 and F's average finish at 24.5. 2019, slightly better average finish at 23.9. Sorry, with one top 5 and 3 DNFs. Slow.
Okay.
In 2020, he's looking decent, but he's still not up there for me. And the last piece of news I have: IndyCar officials officially talking to Ferrari about Ferrari being a third manufacturer in IndyCar racing.
Yes, I did hear about that. I think that's pretty big.
That made me watch Indy a little more because it's just 2 competitors. You have Honda and Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
And we complain about 3 competitors or 3 manufacturers in the Cup Series or in NASCAR in general.
Right.
Imagine just having Chevy and Ford.
Oh yeah.
You would
be okay
want
with that.
Toyota to come in. You would want somebody else to come in.
I would want
And-
Dodge to come back.
Right. And I think everybody would like Dodge to come back. But that's official right now they're in the talks. No word yet on when or if it will happen. But that's all the news I have, man. You have anything else?
I've got nothing else. I'll have something to add into your Hey Man
Okay.
at some point too, but I have to find it again because I saw it this morning and I meant to save it and I lost it again. But I knew exactly where to find it.
Okay. Well, that being said, we're going to go ahead and hit into NASCAR.